Okay. In our previous classes, I was discussing about the group by, order by, and the different clauses. Okay. So hope you have gone through like distinct order by, having group by, all these things. And today I will start with um, today in our class I'll be discussing mostly on the operators, union, unionial, and joins, some of the joins. So this is very very important, guys, because in the interviews these concepts are not even in the interviews, in the real world we would be using these concepts very frequently. Okay, so let me first start with union. Okay. uh, okay, let me now. Yeah. So suppose let's say uh, again, like if I'll check, I'm taking employee name. Okay, where upper of e name, like, so I wanted to see the employees with whose name starts with the e. Okay, similarly I let me just someone can go on mute. I think I'm listening my own voice. Chindu, can you go on mute? Okay, seems to be my employee table doesn't have a, 1 second. Okay, so my employee table doesn't have any name which starts with the E. So let me do something with the D. Okay, I've given some upper name is consists of like D. Okay, now I have got like employee name here. Now suppose again I wanted to take something like select make comma model from computer where upper of make like D percentile or E percentile. E means which is starting with E, or upper of model like E percentile. Okay, what it will give me, like I have taken the from the computer table model and make which starts with the E and the this one. Now I want to see, like if you see, I have got the employee name and also I have got the make and model. Now what if I wanted to do the see these two, employee name, make, model, all these things in the same query, the same table, same temporary table, I can use something called union. Okay, so if I do the union like this, will it work? So the thing is that, like, you have to give something like suppose if I give this one, select employee name and model. So union will not work. Union, whenever you want to use a union, you need to give same number of the columns. Okay, same number of the columns. Like here employee name one is there, right? So you should have something like same number of column. Like suppose if I give select make from computer which starts with this one, these two, if I do make from computer and this one, so what I have done here, I have not given a single code. So suppose if I give like this, you see, I have got the employee name and Lenovo. Like here in the employee, I have given Damodar, and here the computer which starts with E, Lenovo, we got. Why you got make? Because only you have given Lenovo you got because it is make. Like if let me just open, let me query this one, select star from computer. You see, model has edge and the make is this one. Now what I wanted to see, I wanted to see the model as well. Now what I will do is like I will do the concat. Okay, you know, I have taught you these things. Okay, now what I did is like I just I wanted to concat these two columns and populate it as a single column. I also told you like to make it as a single column, I will give like some alias name. Okay, you can give some alias name like this. So I have given like make model. Okay, I have given something like make model. Now if I select this one, what you are getting, you got employee name and Lenovo Edge, which starts with E. But you see, like I have given the alias name as make model, but you didn't get it. Why you did not get? Whenever you are giving a union, the union will take the column name from the first select query. Okay, it will take the column from the first select query. So what I will do now, I will give alias name here also as search search let me say like search result. Okay, now if I do this one and run it, now I got like search result as this one. But does it make any sense? Like I'm giving search result as Damodar and Lenovo Edge, but this doesn't make any sense. To make it more sense in union, what I will do is in this one, I'll give another column. Okay, because you are searching this particular employee name from the employee table, I want to give as employee as source. Okay, and here this is something related to the computer data. So now I will give computer, okay, as source, computer as source. Now if I run the union here, you see Damodar is coming from the employee table and Lenovo Edge is coming from the computer table. So this is something about like union. Okay, let me just go here. So one second. So in the union operator, like what it will does, union combines results. So I'll just write here, union combines results from the two queries. Okay, and also the individual queries in the union must have a same number of columns you need to give, because I have given ename and make model as single. So when you need to make the union, like you need to have a number of columns, same number of columns, and corresponding data types also should be matching. Okay, if the corresponding data types are not matching, your union will throw an error. Got it? Clear? And the other point I was trying to say is like union results picks the columns name from the first query. Clear? Clear, guys? Mansa, is this clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. So the other point I was trying to make is suppose like select ID, let's say select ID and employee name from employee. Okay, I'm doing the union and select computer ID and make from computer. So you're getting it, because like ID is an integer, computer ID is a integer, and employee name and make are the strings. What if if I give something like, instead of computer ID, if I give something like model, let's say I give model. So expression must have same data type as corresponding expression. It's throwing an error. So always make sure that like you are getting same number of columns and data types must be matching. Clear here? So is it clear, right? And the next thing I wanted to tell you is, like say like, okay, you can also do the queries like this. Let's say select computer ID. I want to do computer ID, make comma model from and also I wanted to take the year, model year from computer, where model year equals to uh, model year equals to some 2013. Okay, so you got the model this one. And also I wanted to take same thing, computer ID, these things. Okay, but model year, not the model year. I wanted to get make equals to del. Okay, and similarly I want to get the computer ID equals to 1001. Now I want to club all these results, all the query results I want to club. Okay, and you see you got the results, computer ID, make, model, and this one. But do you think is this a correct way of getting this result? So always make sure that like union is little costlier operation. Instead of doing this, you can simply do select computer ID, make, model, MER from computer, where with the R condition, or make equals to del, okay, or model year equals to 2013. Can give this way. If you run this one, this will also give the same results as the union you have done. Okay, now I would like to tell you one more thing is like, we have also called a option called union all, union or union all. What is the difference between the union and union all? Union and union all both combines the results from the two or more queries, but union all, union removes the duplicates, but union all does not remove the duplicates. Okay, let's say here, let's say computer ID, and I have given union ID, union, and you see like 1001 del like wash row, it is repeating twice. When you have given union all, the two rows got came, but when you are giving union, it is firstly it is deleting the duplicate values and showing only the distinct values. So union is something like a distinct when you are joining the two, when you are fetching the data from the more than one table. Okay, clear? Okay. So now let's move to the another concept. Okay. So with this, like I have completed about the union and union all. You can ask me like if you have any questions. Okay. Hope it is clear to you. Now let's move to the another concept, which is called like I will be telling the joints. So in the industry or anywhere, like in any of the this industry, like any tool you use, we mostly use the joints. So it is very important to understand the joints. We have several joints like equijoin, non-equijoin, inner, left join, outer join, left outer, right outer, full outer, cross join, self join, all these things. Today in our class, I would be covering more on the Cartesian join and the inner join. Okay. In tomorrow class, like we'll be continue with the other joints. Okay. So one thing I wanted to tell, like from today onwards, like after the join, like I would be giving some assignments. You have to come up with the answers. In the next class, I will be discussing that also. And also I'll be discussing on the interview questions based on the joins, what we get. Okay, like what are the questions we get, different types of questions. So the first, whenever you ask, go for the SQL interview, like you will, the interviewer will ask first on the joins one. Okay. So now I have taken an example of food and drink here. So we have like four food types are there: burger, pizza, sandwich, and roll. And we have a drink and its price, and food and its price. Okay. Now, what if I do the cross join? What actually cross join does? Okay. So the cross join, what it will do is like it will, for each row in the first table, it will join with the each row in this table, and it will give all the combinations, like the combinations of this one. So in this, I will just give, if I, with this example, you will easily get it, like what I mean to say. Okay. Just a second. Just to copy these things into. Let me just show you the tables here. Select star from food. Okay. Select star from food. And also the other one is like drink table. I have taken like drink table. Select star from the drink table. You see, in the food we have these four, and the drink table we have these three values. Okay. Now the syntax for the cross join is simple, very simple. You just need to give select the star from food and then cross join drink. Okay. You just need to give the 1 second. Need to give this one. So if I do this one, select a star from food and cross join drink, what you are getting, see you guys, like here we have four rows: burger, pizza, sandwich, and we have cold drink, coffee, tea. So each burger is creating one row with cold drink, pizza with cold drink. You see, burger with the cold drink, pizza with cold drink, sandwich with cold drink, and roll with cold drink. Similarly, uh, like the combinations you will make with the coffee and tea. That's why, like here you have four columns, here you have three columns, and the cross join will give you the 4 into 3 equals to 12 rows. Okay, it will be giving you the 12 rows. Now I want to do some exercise on this. Let's say you are giving an offer on the combination. You want to, yeah, as a restaurant person, what I wanted to give is like I have given a combo offer with a 10% discount on each combo. Like if you are taking burger and cool drink, so generally like you would be giving a 10% discount. You see here, this is 150 and 30 rupees, 180 rupees, right? After 10% discount, it should come with the lesser. So let's say I want to take select food, okay, comma drink, okay. Then I will take f underscore price, okay, plus d price, okay, into, since I am going to give the 10% discount, I just need to give this one as this one, and I'm taking select as combo price, okay. From which table? Food table, cross join drink table, okay. You see now the combo price has been changed. Food, drink, the combo price has been changed, this one. But these results, like you, the combo price with the 10% discount has been given. So here, until now, I just wanted to tell you like what we have done. So it is cross join is nothing but a Cartesian product, okay. So cross join, what it will do, it cross join combines combines each row of first table with each row of second table. Clear? So here simple, if you have m rows in the first table, n rows in the second table, the Cartesian product, the cross join will give you the m into n. Okay. If one of the table is empty, what happens? If one of the table is empty, you don't have any rows in that, and you are doing a cross join, what it will do? If one of the row is empty, your cross join will give the 0 rows, okay, produce the 0 rows. One of the table is empty, cross join produces 0 rows. Clear guys, up to now? Where do we use cross join? Generally we use cross join, mostly business, in the business scenarios we avoid using the cross join, but cross join is generally used to join unrelated tables. Like you don't have any combination like foreign key and child key, the related rows, then you would be using the cross join. Clear, right? Guys, is it clear?
Clear.
Okay. Now let's say here in this one, next example I want to give something, okay, this food and drink, if you see, like it is coming as a different thing. Now I want to make it more clear, like uh, mostly like the table must be visible to the, as a customer client, I needed to see the table correctly, like food combo, food and drink should be coming correctly, right? So for that, what I will do is like, I'll just I'll give some alias name, sorry my so food, I just wanted to combine these two columns, okay, and drink, okay, as I will give combo, okay, as combo meal, okay, and then this price as a combo price. Now you see the combo meal is coming, this burger cold drink combo, okay. Let me give just space here, and let me just remove this space. Now you see. So now it's more, or you can give some alias underscore something like this. Okay. So here it is very clear that like your combo meal and combo price with the cross join, all the combinations you are getting and the prices you are getting here. Clear, right? So now let's say, now I wanted to tell you something here with this within the same cross join. I will use for the employee and the computer table, which I have taken previously. So let's say I wanted to take employee ID name, okay, ID name and the computer ID. Again, I am taking computer ID, then model from employee cross join computer. Okay. So let me just give you the wow, like what are the tables we have. Let me show you these tables again. So in the employee table, we have employee ID, name, department, and the computer ID. Okay. In the computer also we have computer ID, make, model, and year. And here I wanted to take computer ID from the both cross join computer and employee, the combination, how many combinations. So basically it is throwing an error that column ambiguously defined. Why? Because uh, the computer ID is present in the both the tables, the computer table as well as the employee table. So that is why it is getting confused, like which one it needs to take. So in order to identify that, like you just need to give something like this one. You need to give the explicitly mention, I wanted to take the computer ID from the employee. Okay. And similarly from the computer ID from the computer table. Okay, computer ID. Now I'll give something like it is E underscore employee ID, sorry, E underscore computer ID, and this one as let's say C underscore computer ID, computer ID. Now if I run this one, so here employees, my keyboard has some problem. It's not correctly typed. So you know, see E underscore computer ID and C underscore computer ID, and you're getting all the combinations with 12 values. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Instead of giving this, instead of giving employee and computer, what you can give is like, it is always not a mandate, not a standard to give like this one. You can give employee E and computer C, and here you can give E dot computer ID as E ID and C dot computer ID as C underscore computer ID. So if I give like this one, now you are getting, you make your query more easier. And one thing you have to remember here, why can I give as here, employee as E? Can you give employee as E? No. Always remember, like as will be given at the column level, not at the table level. So after the table, you need to give the alias name, simply giving the space, not as a as or anything. Clear? So never use as keyword for defining the alias names. Okay. The other thing is like what you can do the other way is You want to get all the table from the computer, all the columns from the computer table. What you can do is like select c dot star from, okay, employee. Let me just copy from the c dot star from this one. Just I'm running the query. You see now, you will get all the columns which are there in the computer table. Okay. Yeah, Chandu, what's your doubt?
Yeah. Uh, why the syntax same model from employee, like whatever the table name it is, employee or computer whatever. What was the identification of that model from?
What is the identification of?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Is my question audible?
I didn't understand.
Uh,
So
yes.
see, you see that it is a cross join, right? So it will give all the combinations. Damodar with all three combinations: 1001, 102, 103. Peter, this one. So you will get all the 12 combinations with this. Dell. So what's your
Yes.
question here?
From table, we select ID, ename is the table name, comp ID is the one row name, sorry, not table name. Ename is the row name, comp ID is the row name. Again, comp ID, comp ID, something. Each model is a table name or any other thing.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Employee and computer are the table names. Remaining are the columns. Okay. I just given. I have taken
Model,
only few of the columns here. Employee name, ID, employee name, computer ID. For the computer ID from the employee table, computer ID from the computer table, and the model.
okay. But
Yeah.
in its model got blue color, that means it's a keyboard.
Model.
Uh,
No, no, no.
model got,
Yeah, it's a keyword like we are using it as this one. So that's why.
so there I got described like model is a row name or it is a keyboard. So does it have any
No, no.
identification?
It's just a column, but sometimes the column model would be as a keyword would be there. So that's why it is given in the blue color. So don't get confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. So you understand like c dot star why I have given. Also, now I have given c dot star, which is giving all the tables from the computer table. Now I want to see some columns, like I want to get employee name from the employee table as well. Okay. If I run this one, you're getting computer ID, make, model, and the e-name. Okay. So that's what like always like in the joins when you're taking, like always use source tables with the column names. Okay. And makes it is better to use the alias names for the tables when you are doing the joins. Okay. And you cannot use the full table name. Maybe you can use a full table name, but it's not a recommended thing, so you have to use the alias name. Okay. And you can use c dot star, e dot star to just get the all the columns in particular table, in any one of the table. So I think is it clear as of now? Now let's say like I wanted to take e dot employee ID, uh, employee ID and computer ID, all these things, like you can get whatever you wanted to get. Like you just need to give e dot whatever, like suppose I want to get computer ID, e dot computer ID as, okay, as c underscore computer ID, something like that I have given. Now you can get these things. So this is all about the cross join. It gives like the most basic interview question you'll get. Like they'll give 4 rows in one table and 3 rows in another table. What are how many rows you will get as a result is like m into n, 4 into 3, 12. So this is how you will get, like for each row in employee row one in the employee table, for each row in computer table, it will give all the combinations. This one. Uh, so this is about the cross join. Now let's discuss on the inner join. Okay. So inner join, the syntax of the inner join is basically, So it is similar to the cross join only, like the syntax, and you would be using a inner join as this one, and okay, and you have to use a condition like on. Okay, you need to use a condition with on and e dot. So it basically what it will do is like inner join follows like master and like parent and child table, where I have told like foreign key and primary key. I'll just tell you those things. So first we look at the syntax and how it will work. Okay, let's say e dot computer id equals to c dot, let's say c dot computer id. Okay, now you see you got 1001 two rows, like one Damodar, this one and this one. Now again let me just take this one and let's see cross join again. So instead of inner join, I'm taking the cross join with the same condition, and I'll remove this basically. Let me show you these results. Did you observe, like in the inner join, what you have got? You got only the two rows. That is, one is Damodar 1001 Vostro, and also the other is this one 3 Manju 1002 1002 precision. Why you have got this one? Because in the inner join we have given a condition as computer ID. The computer ID in the employee table and the computer ID in the computer table must match. So here 1001 1001 got match, so you got this particular row, and similarly 1002 1002 got match, so you got this particular row. Like now let me again show you the inner join results here. Okay, so inner join is basically gives the results based on a certain condition between the two different tables. In the two different tables we have given here the computer ID as this one. So uh, you got something the matching rows. Okay, what I wanted to say here, it is simply something like, okay, select star from. Now let me just go back here to my Excel here, examples of the join. Okay, now say employee table here. In the employee table and the computer table, in the employee table is a child table here. It is a child table, and the computer table is a parent table. Here the computer ID is the primary key for this computer, and the computer ID is a foreign key here for the employee table. Clear? So now what we are doing here, select the star from child. I'm just giving here C inner join. Okay, parent P on C dot foreign key equals to P dot primary key. Always you do this way. You do the join particularly on the primary key and the foreign key. So you need to identify what is the parent key, what is the parent table, what is the tail table, what is the foreign key and primary key. So you need to join, do the join based on that particular condition. Clear? Is it clear, guys? Now let's say, like, let me so until now I just talk about the two tables, like computer table and employee table. Let's say you have a more than two tables, three tables, where like it has a relationship as one to many. Okay, for that I am taking this table like source, like student table, course table, and mark details. Here student, I have like three students are there: Damodar, John, Jock, and we have in the course, like we have two courses, maths and physics, and Damodar enrolled in the two courses. Okay, he enrolled in the two courses and he has given two exams and he has got marks for these two. and John has appeared in only one course and has got marks from this. Okay, now so it is something like I wanted to say like foreign key concepts intertwined with the foreign key concept, and where you have multiple this one. So now what I wanted to get is like I wanted to get my output table. I want to get student name, first name, and the course he has taken, course name, and the marks he got. So my final output table should contain something like this: first name, course name, and the marks. So how you will do this one? So always remember, like when in your given scenario in the real time industry, like you will be given a scenario like this and you need to do the inner join. The first thing what you need to do is like you need to identify what is your parent table, what is your child table, and what is the relationship between those two. Okay, you getting my point? So now you see we have a relationship between student table and marks table, and marks table and course table has a relationship. The student table student ID is here, the student ID is primary key, and you need to join based on mark details and this one. Okay, you see now how you will do the join here. Select what you want. I wanted like student name, okay, and the first name, course ID, and the marks. So now first let me give all the details: student ID, the first name, okay, the course ID, okay, course ID, and the marks. From which table? First thing I need to do is mark and mark details. I need to do the join. So mark underscore details. You need to give some alias name. So I will be giving M. Now what is the syntax? You need to give inner join. Okay, so inner space join, and with which table you wanted to do the join, because student ID has like relationship with the student table, marks detail has a relationship with student table, and here it is a primary key and is a foreign key. So I just wanted to take m dot student ID equals to s dot student ID. Okay, m dot student ID equals to s dot student ID. So what I missed here, inner join with what? Marks underscore details. Marks underscore details, it should be M. And what is this? On m dot student ID equals to s dot student ID. Now if I do this one, so mark table is marks underscore details it is. Now, what is the why you are not getting, like you have an invalid identifier. So student ID should be coming from what? Student table, because we have mark details table and student table. Both the tables, its student ID is there. So you need to give the correct one, like from which table you want to get. I want to get it from the student s dot student ID, and the first name is coming from the first name itself. Okay, so that is coming from the student. Okay, and the course ID which is coming from the marks details table, and marks is coming from the marks details table. Okay, m dot marks. Now if I do the select star from this, okay, one second. So select star from student, we'll have to see the students table. Okay, so this should be
In this syntax, where have you defined like second table name as S?
Hmm?
In this syntax, marks for marks details table we defined as M, whereas the other table where have we defined as M?
1 second. I will show you the tables first, then I will do the join. You will understand.
Please show me the Excel.
So here you see select star from student, you get student ID, gender, F name and DOC. Okay. Now I will show you the select star from marks underscore details. Select star from marks underscore details.
You missed the
From
column
this table you have student ID, course ID and the marks. Okay. Now you see,
without column.
sorry,
You hadn't put the column at the end, no? Still it got word.
that is okay. Like it is mandate, it is standard you need to give in order
Okay.
to, okay. So you have got student ID, course ID, this one. Now,
Mhm.
now you see I am doing the join on the student with the mark details and the student ID because it is a primary key and foreign key here. So now if I do this one, select, now you see like student ID 1001 Damodar, course ID and marks. I could combine these two and I could get course ID and marks details. But you see my like my requirement is something different here. What is my requirement here? I want course name, student name and the marks details. But in the marks details table, you don't have the course name. Only you have the course ID, right? Got my point? You're understanding what I'm saying? So I don't have a course name here. So what I will need to do is like I need to do the inner join again. Okay, marks details inner join with the with which table? Course table. Okay. Now let me do select star from course. Select star from the course. So when I does this, like you have a course ID and the course name here. Okay. And in the marks details also you see in the mark details, if you see, you have a course ID, which is a foreign key. And here the select in the course table, it is a primary key. So what you need to do is like, you need to join with the course C dot course ID equals to M dot. So always remember you need to give on here M dot course ID. Okay. Now I want to get C dot, what is that C name? So if you are confusing again, you need to go to the select star from course table and here it is a C name. So you just need to give select C dot C name. Okay. And let me just check here the course from the course. So this is course ID and course ID is coming from, so from the mark details, let me go here. The mark details you have course ID here. Okay. So why this error? Do times it is coming. Now if you do here, I don't want all these course ID details. You may not understand. I just want course name, and also I don't want student ID. I just want course name, full name, his name, first name, and the marks. These three details. Now you see the course name, and like mostly like we want the first name in the first, so I'll be giving it the first. Okay. So you can give alias name here as student underscore name. Okay, as course name. has marks. Okay. Now you see the student name is Damodar. He appeared for like two, and in the maths and physics, and the John appeared for the course maths, and he got 99 marks in this one. So is it clear now? Up to now clear? Guys, are you clear?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Okay. So these things are like very important. You just need to be very cautious when I'm like which on which column you need to take the join. You need to identify these columns, primary key and foreign key when you're doing the inner join. Okay, guys, like we'll continue the class tomorrow. In tomorrow's class, I'll be discussing more on the inner join. Like there are like different I'll take an example. Like until now, like we have discussed on simple one to many and one to one relationship, and I will be discussing on many to many relationship, how to do the join. So maybe like the transaction, bank transfer transaction examples I'll explain, and also the remaining joins we'll discuss. Okay.
Okay.